Stampers, this is Dawn, and today we're going to make the layered tunnel card. We're using the Geared Up Garage bundle, and this is what the card looks like when you open it. Isn't it awesome? So the layered part is the inset of the smoky slate layer behind the basic gray piece. So I'm going to show you how to make this card. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to start with the base, and this is the basic gray, and this is cut at 5.5 by 10.5. And then you're going to need another piece of the basic gray, which is cut at 4 by 5.5. Right, so then this piece of the smoky slate, this is cut at 3 15/16 by 5 7/16. Or you can just cut it at 4 by 5.5 and then just cut a smidge off of the 4 by 5.5, okay? And then you're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White, and these are both cut at 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. All right, so we're going to grab our Stampin' Trimmer. So on the 10.5 inch side, let me make sure this is 10.5, yep. So on the 10.5 inch side, we're going to score this at 1/2 inch. 4, 4.5, and 8. Okay, and then on your 3 15/16 by 5 7/16 piece, we're going to score 1/4 inch on both sides. So let's go ahead and fold our pieces. All right, now we're going to grab our tear and tape, and we're going to put the tear and tape along both of these edges here where we scored at 1/4 inch. So go ahead and do that. All right, now we're going to grab our Big Shot. So this piece right here, let me show you here. So this piece with the 1/2 inch score line, this is going to be the front of our inside part of our card. So this section right here, this is actually the 1/2 inch score line that's going to make this little panel here. So when we're die cutting, we want to make sure we're focusing on this section right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my rectangle stitch framelits, and we're going to use these 2 sizes here. So I guess it's the 4th and the 5th size from the largest. So we're going to use the largest of the 2 first and cut our window. Alright, so I'm just going to center this between the 2 score lines somewhat, at least try to, without putting my head in the camera. And we're going to cut that out. Okay, so there's our little window. Alright, now we're going to take our smoky slate piece, and you're going to grab a pencil. Let me grab my pencil here really quick. All right, so you're going to grab your smoky slate piece. Now on your score lines right here where the 1/4 inch on both sides, these should line up with these 2 score lines right here for your window. So you're going to line that up right on those score lines. See, there's the score line and there's the score line. So you can see that, hopefully that shows up on camera. So we're just going to keep that centered. Okay, so we're just going to take our pencil and push that down here. Hopefully that's centered. Let me make sure here. Yep, that looks pretty good. And we're going to draw our pencil line. Now this is only serving as a guide to where we want to cut our next size down in our framelit for the rectangle. Okay, so then we're going to grab the smaller size. This was the larger size here to cut the window out. Now we're using the next size down to form the layered part of the window. Going to layer that right in between that pencil line and cut that out. So there's our layered part of our little tunnel card. Okay, so then you'll go ahead and erase your pencil line. Okay, so let's move the Big Shot. So now we're going to go ahead and flip this card over, just like this. Then with our base going over this way with the 1/2 inch score line. So remember, this is the way the card's going to fold up. So we're going to open it up. We're working from the inside of the card. And then this is the smoky slate piece. I'm going to go ahead and remove the tear and tape to only one side for right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this edge, wait, let me fold this back. So on your tear and tape, it might hang over a little bit, so just kind of flip it over on itself. Okay, so there's no sticky part hanging over the edge. All right, now you're going to take this edge and you're going to line it up with this score line right here, the very first score line. And you're going to line that up, and then you're going to fold over your card, just like that. Okay, so now you can see how the layering part of this card is coming together. So now you're going to take your second piece of your tear and tape off. Now this time you're going to adhere it to this 1/2 inch part right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold over your card just like this. So you're folding that 1/4 inch. Fold that over just like that, and then with the tear and tape side facing up, you're going to fold over the rest of your card just like that. Okay, and then you're going to be seeing your layered card just like that. Oh my gosh, don't you love it? All right, and then we're going to grab our tear and tape again. This time we're going to put it on the 1/2 inch side, and this is what's going to make your card. Okay, so then we're going to tuck this in here. This is going to line up with that score line as well, and then you're going to bring up your little panel here and fold that over just like that. And then take your bone folder and then reinforce those score lines really nicely, just like that. So then when you open it, you can see your layered section in there. Now, before we put the card together, we should have put our Whisper White pieces on the card. So this piece is going to slide in here behind, right there, just like that. So this actually is an easy card because with the finished card, I actually just glued the layers to the card. So there was no stamping on the inside. So, but if you had to do some stamping on this piece of Whisper White for the inside panel, you would have wanted to do that before you actually put your card together. Hopefully that's making some sense. All right, so we're going to just go ahead and put the Whisper White piece on the inside. So, and this is actually pretty easy. Like I said, we're not stamping, we're just layering it. So we're just wanting to cover up that window on the back, just like that. Okay, so now you can see the layering part of this tunnel card. So now this is the other piece of this, the basic gray, and this is where this is going to layer onto the front of the card to finish off the front. So we're going to put adhesive along this panel right here only. Lining up the edge and the front and bottom. So it's like you're covering all 3 edges with that 4 by 5.5 inch piece, just like that. Okay, so now this is the actual front of the card. And then you open it and you have your tunnel card. So now to hide this section here where it's overlapping, this is where your other piece of Whisper White comes into play. Cover that up so nobody will see that piece. And then you have another space to stamp another message or sign the card. Now I'm not going to actually finish the card with you since we have the finished card here, but I want to show you what I did for the All Geared Up to Celebrate and then what I did to add the gears here. So I did stamp the greeting already, All Geared Up to Celebrate, and then I did punch out with the Big Shot and the garage gears. I actually used the gears a lot on this card because it's another Father's Day card. So what I did is I ran that through the Big Shot with the silver foil sheets, and then I just cut it in half. So this is actually the large piece just cut in 2. And then what I did is I just balanced the gears around that second layer with the smoky slate inside, so it kind of gives you like an illusion of depth looking into a tunnel. So then you can put one there, and then you can actually take another little gear and put that up here. And once again, I'm focusing on the smoky slate section of this card because I really love that added depth of the layer. And then for the All Geared Up, let me show you what I did here. So I've taken the mini glue dots, and I'm going to put one on each of the ends. Now you would have to have a greeting that's going to actually kind of straddle your inside part of your card nicely. And then with my paper piercing tool, or if you have your take your pick tool, I'm just going to hold that in place, and I'm going to slide this into the card. And then I'm going to kind of position it kind of kitty corner, and then stick the glue dot down on that smoky slate piece. So then actually when the card opens up, here, let me move these gears, so you can see that it pops up on that intersection, that layer in there. I love it. And then for the front, I just added more gears, and then of course with more elements with the wrench and the key, and of course the classic car. And then I stamped the back with the basic gray and the exhaust part, just to kind of add some dimension to the front of the card as well. So there's that one. Now hold on, I want to show you this one. So here is the one that we made in the glitter pit. Now I do decorate this whole card, and I make it step by step, except for the coloring of the cows, but we do make the whole card together. And if you want to check out that video, that's listed below. And then also here's the card when you open it up. Isn't that cute? And we use the layering circle for this card with the over the moon cow set. That's going to be brand new in the annual catalog starting on June 4th. So if you want to check out that video, that link is listed below. And then here's the one that is finished for the layering tunnel card. Okay, so if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll have all the items listed below. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye.